Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my top 10 Marvel Funko Pops from 2019. So for this video, the criteria doesn't have to be that the Pops are actually in my collection. I can choose from any range of Funko Pops. I did a different criteria for the top 10 favorite Funko Pops of 2019. I made it that there were only the ones that I could actually have in my collection, or the ones that I actually own at the current time of that video. But for this one, I'm opening it up to any Funko Pop from the Marvel line. But don't worry, I don't pick anything too exclusive or anything like that or unrealistic. But I picked some pretty cool ones here, so I'm very excited to go into this list here. And I just want to make it clear here that, of course, this is all my personal opinion. There's nothing objective here. Like, this is the official top 10 Marvel Pops of 2019. This is all just my personal opinion here, and feel free to share your top 10 lists in the comments section down below, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel as well for more top 10 lists from 2019. So I hope you all go on to enjoy this video, and if you do, be sure to leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into it here with number 10. Alright, so at number 10 here we have Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home, and this is just the standard Mysterio Pop here. There are multiple versions of him, where there is a glow-in-the-dark one from Walmart, and then there's also a light-up one, like an effects one, from the Marvel Collector Corp box, but I've just chosen the regular one here, or just leave it up to any of them really. I'd be fine with picking up any version, of course, but I think that this Pop is just fantastic. The sculpt on it is so dynamic. I really love it. I like how he's in an action pose there, holding up both of like the triangles there, the Illuminati signs almost. I love the detail inside of his cape as well, with all of those little diamonds in there, and the suit just looks fantastic. I really love the design that they came up with for the MCU. I think that it just looks amazing. I really love it. It's very detailed, while also keeping not like super ultra detailed where it's just an overwhelming design here. I like the color scheme as well. It keeps it very clean and nice with that gold and then the green hints there, and then the red cape looks really good. Of course, the cape is just like a superhero thing, because of course in the film he's posing as a superhero, so it kind of makes sense that he would include something that is so iconic with that sort of character or just figure in the MCU, so I really like that. And that's why his design kind of stems from like Doctor Strange, Thor, stuff like that, so I really do like that. And the head looks amazing as well. I think that they did a great job with that as well, so overall this one's really well done. And now let's move on to number 9. Okay, at number 9 here we have Spider-Man in his upgraded suit, and I actually just realized that these are both from the same film here. I think that's kind of funny, but this is Spider-Man here, and he looks really great. I love the design of his red and black suit for the film. I think that it was really well done, and I love his pose here. I think it's definitely one of the best parts of this Pop, that he's on, like, I assume what is the side of a wall or something like that, so I think that that looks great. He's got his hand out there like he's about to shoot a web. I just really like the amount of detail on this one and the pose that they put him in. But now let's move on to number 8. Alright, at number 8 here we have the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four line. Now this is the common one here, where Johnny is just completely covered in the flames here. I think that that looks really great. I love the translucent flames that they put on his head, on his fists, and on the floor there. I like it when they do that with a base of like flames like that for a fire-based character. I think it definitely adds a much more dynamic pose to them, and it looks like he's about to like just fly off into the sky, so I really love that as well. The yellow eyes look great as well. It gives him a lot of life there, which I really like. I know there was an 80th anniversary of this character in Pop form, and I didn't like that one as much because they didn't give him any eyes, so I know that's accurate to the appearance, but for this one I just prefer it that much more. So now let's move on to number 7. Okay, number 7 here we have an Endgame pop, and that is Captain America with the shield and hammer. So for this one, it took Funko 2 tries here, and don't get me wrong, the first try at this one for the Marvel Collector Court box was not bad. I think that the pop still looked really well done, but this one just blows it out of the water. I think that it's such a well done Funko Pop. I really love how serious Captain America looks here. I think it's really great, just capturing that moment so well. There's such an iconic moment now from that film. It's one that I think anyone who's seen it would definitely say it's in their top 10 moments for the film, unless you just don't like Captain America, but I think it's amazing. His shield looks great with it broken there. Of course, the hammer looks fantastic, and all the lightning just makes him look so dynamic in his pose and so detailed here. I really do love it. I love the scuffs on his face and on his mask and suit. I think that that's really awesome to show that he is battle damaged in this moment, and it's just a fantastic looking pop. But now let's move on to number 6. Alright, at number 6 here we have the Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four line here, and this one looks great. I really love it because it is a simplistic design here, but I love how the eyes just pop so much in this design. I think it's really great with the black outline around them, and then with that white just piercing look there. It makes him look very serious. I think it's fantastic in that way. Definitely an improvement from the original one, and this one's just so much more accurate in my opinion. I think that it's really great here. The surfboard coming off of the ground there, putting it in a dynamic pose by using the translucent base there was really smart as well. And just the look of him. I've seen this one in person. I don't own it yet, but it has a nice sort of almost like metallic look to it, and I really do love that. So this one's really fantastic. And now let's move on to number 5. Okay, at number 5 here, we have another pop from the Fantastic Four line, and this one is Thing, and he looks really amazing. I love the crevices in the rock on his body. I think it looks so detailed, and it just looks amazing. Like, this one really stands out from that line, and I chose this one over the Barnes & Noble one, because that one was really great as well with him in his disguise, but I just think this one really shows off the rocks very well, because of course, he's not in a disguise trying to hide himself, and I love his expression. He just looks like he is ready to just get into clobbering time. I think that that's really great there. It's just a very dynamic pop while still keeping that iconic design from Thing, and I really think they just nailed it here. I love the shorts as well, giving it that pop of color. I think it's just really well done here. But now let's move on to number 4. Okay, at number 4 here, we have yet another Fantastic Four pop, but this one is the last one in the list here, and it is Doctor Doom. I think that he's my favorite one from that entire lineup. I just feel like he looks fantastic. Once again, kind of the same point with Silver Surfer. I really love those white eyes there. It just makes him look that much more menacing, and his outfit just looks fantastic. I love the green and the silver there. The silver has that sort of hint of looking a little bit metallic, which is great, and then just his belt buckle there looks really nice. It's just a really great looking pop. Doctor Doom is one of my favorite like Marvel characters in general, especially out of the villains, and I really can't wait for him to get a good representation, hopefully in the MCU once they adapt the Fantastic Four characters into there, because I think he really deserves it. I feel like this is a very well done pop and such a great character here. So that's it for Doctor Doom, and now let's move on to number 3. Alright, so at number 3 here we have Miles Morales, the PX Previews version, and Spider-Verse from this year was just such a fantastic film, one of my favorites. It might actually be my favorite film. Let me know if you would like to see a top 10 films of 2019. I'm not sure if I would do that, but maybe I would consider it if there was enough people who wanted it. But for the pop here, I think that it just looks really great here. I love the design. It's very accurate to the film as well, I feel. I love the sweater on him, or the hoodie, and just the hood over his mask there looks really great. I just love the moment that this is from. It's just amazing. I really love this pop so much. It's definitely my favorite from the entire Spider-Verse line. I think that that line was just very well done, and this one just blows it out of the water. I like the pose that he's been put in as well. That makes it look really great too. And just a fantastic character overall. So now let's move on to number 2. Okay, at number 2 here we have Iron Spider with Nano Gauntlet. Now this one is my favorite one by far from the Endgame line. I think it's very well done. I love the paint on this one. It has such a great metallic paint job. I think it's amazing. This is one that I own in my collection currently, and it is just fantastic. There is so much going on with this pop. I love how they gave him the Nano Gauntlet there. I think it just looks fantastic with the gems in there, and the paint on that one is so well done. I cannot stress how well the paint job was done on this one, and I know that can vary from pop to pop, especially just from this one, but personally the one that I picked up had a really good paint job, and of course in the glam shot that I'm showing you it's going to look perfect here, and that's how mine came out. So let me know your thoughts on this pop, but I just think it absolutely nailed it. And I do have a bias with Spider-Man. Of course this entire list is going to be my own personal opinion here, but Spider-Man's probably my favorite Marvel superhero, and I just think this design is so well done. Him and his instant kill mode is really cool as well to add some variation to the mask there, and it's just really well done. I really love this pop, and now let's move on to number 1. Alright, so you're probably wondering what Funko Pop could possibly be Iron Spider here in my list with how much I talked about that one, but it is one that I actually do not own in my collection yet, but I do plan on picking up, and it is Ghost Rider from Hot Topic. It's an exclusive there, and it's also an exclusive to the LACC Comic-Con, and I think this one's just fantastic here. I really love this version of Ghost Rider here. It's actually, I was reading about it a little bit. I'm fairly sure that it's Punisher, and he takes on the mantle of Ghost Rider, and then it has a baby Thanos there, which is just fantastic. It is just, sounds like a really cool storyline that I would definitely like to look into more. If you have any information on that one, or what series it's specifically from, be sure to let me know in the comments section. But this one, the translucent head here with the fire around it was just done so well. He looks so menacing there, and the baby Thanos is really cute as well. It's very awesome how they were able to make Thanos just a destroyer of worlds. Just looks so cute there. I think it's really fantastic, and just the torso and the legs look really great as well. I feel like this one's a really great design here, and keep in mind this list does vary. I was switching around some of the spots in it, so you can kind of interchange some of them with each other. It's just kind of, I thought I'd put them in a list format, but this is just all together, almost you could take it in no particular order, just my top 10 Marvel Pops from 2019. But now let's move on to my final thoughts here and the end of the video. Alright, so in conclusion here, I feel like Funko had a really great year for Marvel Pops. I feel like they did a lot of great ones this year, especially with the release of Endgame, and we got some really great exclusives. That Fantastic Four line came right at the end of the year, and I feel like it just nailed it. You can definitely tell that I love that wave because there were a lot of the Pops on here, and I think that they're just all really fantastic. Very well done Funko Pops. I love the sculpts and the dynamic poses, the molds, just everything about them. The paint jobs are really great. So overall, just a fantastic series of Pops this year. So be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, what was your top 10 Marvel Funko Pops from 2019, or at least let me know your favorite one. So just let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I welcome you all to comment as well, just letting you know my thoughts on my list, and just let me know where you think some Pops should have gone in the list, or which ones you think I could have included on the list as well, and I'll be sure to try to respond to each and every one of you. So thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.